I think the reason why we do practice matches is we like match simulation. I think it brings the best out of players. It's a good opportunity for them to go out there and really put their minds into a match situation. Most of the time in nets you'll find batters will be trying to practice a particular shot. They might get out 10 or 20 times trying that particular shot, which is great because that's practice. But then the practice we move over to games, and now it's the time to really see if that practice pays off. And what happens is in a game is that if he gets out, he's out. You know, the game situations and the reason why we have to practice games is to check on guys' skills, but also their mindset. Have they practiced their skills enough that they're mentally strong enough to be able to go out there and execute those new skills that they've practiced in a game situation? Because you only get one chance. It's also nice for the bowlers, because when the bowlers are bowling in nets, very often they might be overstepping the front line and getting batters out, and it might look really nice and things are going their way because the ball is going into the net. But come a game situation, now there's no net, that catch that you thought was now out has gone 2 meters past point and it's gone for 4. That good ball that you thought was a good ball is actually a half volley, because in the nets it was a no ball, and now in the game your foot's behind the line. So practice matches are the best way to try and simulate what we're going to experience once the tournament starts. And it's also a nice way for everyone to be on the field, having fun and participating all at the same time. Because in practices you kind of come and you bat and bowl, but in warm-up games you've got all 11 guys on the field, fielding, clapping for each other, and that's when you really start to see unity within the group. Coming out of the dressing room recently as a player myself who's just stepped into the coaching role, I always knew that practice games can be sometimes, it can have limited effort. You know, in a game, if I was running in playing against, say, RCB or Mumbai or Australia or something like that, I know my adrenaline's pumping and I'm running at 99%, sometimes even 110%. Whereas practice games, you know that if you get out, the stats don't count. There's not 70,000, 80,000 people watching you, so your energy might just be down a little bit. So some players, sometimes they have that energy that's down, and it's a nice way for us to go and look at guys that are up for the situation. We can use those players that are up for the situation, play against other players whose energy is down, and we can say, you know, this guy, he's vying for the same spot, but we watched him, he might not have scored as many runs as you, but his energy was up, we need you to be equal, you know, vice versa. It's a real nice way for coaches to kind of like work with the players to get the best out of them. But we know that practice games, a lot of the time players just use it as a nice opportunity to get out in the middle and practice it, but the coaches are looking at it a lot deeper than that. And now that I've got my coaching hat on, I've been able to see that. And it's the message that I try and translate to some of the players, is to say, let's see the energy up there, let's try and get it as high as possible, because that's the way that we're going to probably find that you will bowl your best or bat your best.